Good morning, friends! So yesterday, Nintendo released another trailer for Echoes of Wisdom. It's an overview trailer, which means it just kind of discusses everything that they've shown us so far. Doesn't go super into depth, just goes like really quick. What we've been told so far by Nintendo. There's not a whole lot of new stuff in it, but there were some things in it that I think we can discuss. So I figured, hey, let's go through and watch the overview trailer, and I'll give you my thoughts and what's going on with it. So let's play this bad boy. So we've seen, of course, Link coming through, coming to save Zelda. The narrator, I think, is a good touch. I liked her whole little break. That was cute. I'm so excited for this game. It'll be fun. Oh, goodness. Yeah, no, looks massive. Okay. Wonder how many houses are actually in the middle of Hyrule Castle town. Because it looks like maybe like 4 or 5. Maybe 6 or 8, but I'm curious. Yeah. Those are gonna be fun. I feel like it's gonna have us go through and save the advisor and general first before we can get to the king and Link. So this is one of the things that I wanted to talk about is in the trailer, the very first one we saw, they called Tri a fairy. And then since the last trailer, they've been calling her an ethereal being, and they've called her an ethereal creature in this one as well. So I think, I'm not sure if that's like a translation thing that they've done, where, the word that they originally used for fairy wasn't an inaccurate translation for what they call Tri in Japanese. Oh, and that too. All those little critters. Let me rewind that. So to finish my thought with Tri real quick, is I feel like Tri, they changed her from being called a fairy to an ethereal being because people who've only played Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they may not have wanted them to get confused that with Tri being a fairy, if they die, she will not revive them. And they also have other fairies in there, so I think they might have changed it just to make it a little bit more clean in terms of, like, we don't want people to get confused with the fairies that heal you and aid you in your journey like the great fairies do, and what Tri actually is, which I think she might be something that involves the rifts, truthfully. And then they give us a whole list of different things that we can use. I do like seeing that we can get Pose and Wizbros. I'm not entirely sure what the thing with the mushrooms on its back is. And there's like a little mole creature down in the corner too. That'll be fun. We see like the big moblins like they had in Breath of the Wild originally. And then they gave us big bokoblins in Tears of the Kingdom, which wasn't fun. No, those aren't. What game are those guys? No. Oh no, I'm thinking Skyward Sword. These guys, they're from Skyward Sword is what they look like. They look like the moblins from Skyward Sword, because the moblins in Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild are the big, tall, lanky guys. It looks kind of like a boss bokoblin. But in Skyward Sword, those were moblins. That's right. Now I remember. All right. Anything else new? I think this guy behind the little Mario logo is a oh, what are they called? There are things that shoot laser beams at you. I can't remember what they're called off of the top of my head right now. But they're basically like sentry things that would, shoot you. I don't remember what they're called, but yeah, no, I like all the different monsters that we can potentially get in this game to help us. And like the little eyeball guys is like if there's a thing where you have to like defend a spot for so long, those guys would be very great and helpful there. Um, I don't remember what they're called. I just can't remember. That's okay. Yeah, no, sword fighter form. It does very much seem like all spiritually and like ghost like being slightly possessed by the hero's essence. Yeah, they look like little triangles, which is why I think they might be part of like Link's hero essence. Yes. Those guys will be handy too. And that was a green moblin. Tour of Hyrule. Yeah. Yeah. I'm really interested about the Zora quest line. So they gave us an adventure log in this, and I understand that it may be because, you know, they're trying to make it a little bit similar to Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, where there's a lot of side quests you can pick up. So they want you to be able to keep track of all the different side quests that you've picked up. But I also wonder if there might be like some elements from Majora's Mask in this, where, you know, like everyone has like a schedule, especially in like certain areas. So like we've not seen anything like a day or time sort of calendar thing, but I still think it would be interesting that, you know, if you show up during the day, and we've not really seen anything like a night cycle either. So it'll be interesting to see if this actually has like a day and night cycle, because then it will give like a reason to like give the NPCs a sort of like a schedule where they're like one place during the day and one place at night. I'm trying to think, are there any games? So we know the Breath and Tears had day and night cycles. Skyward Sword had a night cycle. Ocarina of Time had a night cycle. Majora's Mask had a night cycle. None of the Link to the Past, Link Between World games, those didn't have a day and night cycle. I'm trying to think, would there any 2D games that had a night cycle? I don't think there were any 2D Zelda games that had a night cycle. So it'll be interesting to see if they're going to put a day and night cycle in this game. I won't be surprised if they don't. But it'll be interesting if they do create a day and night cycle, just because again, they can give like schedules to the NPCs and make certain events only doable during night. Now this picture, I didn't realize it the first time we saw it, and they've actually made it kind of bigger. So this looks like, I'm going to go ahead and pause it here. So this looks like it's one of the late game rifts, because we can see Hyrule Castle off in the distance, and that looks like that might be a part of Castle Town. Like 2 houses and part of the Castle Town wall got absorbed. But whenever I'm looking at this now, this looks like Zelda is on the outside of a rift looking in, and that's where you can see like the Lionel and all of this. And then you have this Moblin here who looks like he's actually from the material world and not like a still world echo enemy. He looks like he's actually from like the real world because he's red instead of purple. But there's also this guy floating here, so he can't, you know, it has to be where she's actually inside the still world. But I wonder why this Moblin is like red then, because it looks like it actually has a shirt on. It doesn't look like it's just a purple echo of a monster like the Lionel is and like these little guys down here are. So yeah, no, this picture, it makes me think it's like it's Zelda on the outside looking into a rift. But I'm like, but there's this guy right here, so how is that? I don't know, but yeah. That's pretty much all my thoughts on that. And again, I think Nintendo is just as excited for people to get their hands on this game as, you know, I am excited to get my hands on this game. So yay! And it's coming out on the 26th. So it's like in 13 days. If I'm doing my math right, it's in 13 days. We only have 13 more days to go. Like a week and a half, right? 7. And then no, it's still almost 2 weeks. Almost 2 full weeks still. But yeah, no, I'm super happy and excited about this, and this will be great. And I hope you all will join me whenever, you know, I stream it. And I will talk to you all later. Be safe. Have a great day. Bye. I love you.